I'm currently 22 years old, living in Florida. So I'm going to show you a day in the life today. It's not that glamorous. It's pretty real, but there's some interesting stuff going on today, so I figured I'd film it. So first off, it's pretty messy in here, but I usually take magnesium before bed. I have blue light blocking red light glasses, a couple phones here, and the most important thing is mouth tape. I use mouth tape every single night, and it's helped my sleeping tremendously. Then you can see here I got the red light helmet for sleeping and reading cash advertising right now. And of course you can see I have blackout curtains behind me. So again, nothing crazy going on in the room right now. Not spending a ton on lifestyle, just really focus on grinding and growing the businesses right now. So I usually sleep about 8 to 12 hours, just depending. I slept like 9 hours last night. Sleep is very important to me. Some people don't do that. That's what works best for me. First thing in the morning, if it's sunny outside and stuff, I'm living on the beach right now, so I'll go take a walk. So let's go do that. Okay, as you can see, it's super sunny outside right now, but living right here on the beach in Florida, so literally a couple steps away from the beach. So there's the ocean right there, and then there's the crib. There are people out there that spend a lot more on their lifestyle that they probably should be spending, but for me, that's cool, but I'm just in a stage right now where I'm just working all day, so there's not much to spend on. I'd rather just work all day and do the basics well and set the strong foundation, and then do like a crazy trip or something and go all out for it. I don't like being in the middle with anything. I'd rather just either work all day or take a crazy trip with friends, like to Mykonos, like Greece, or in Europe or something like this. First thing in the morning, I'm walking outside, I'm getting sun in my face, and I'm getting my feet in the grass, in the sand, something like this. Obviously, if it's raining or it's cold outside or there's no sun out, it's a little bit tougher. That's why it's great to live in a place that's more tropical, like Florida or something like this, and that's why so many entrepreneurs are moving to Fort Lauderdale, Miami. Walk in the grass, get in the sand, and then I'll usually take a short walk on the beach. So let me take that short walk now, and then we can talk over there. Might be a little loud with everything going on, with the ocean, the waves, the helicopters, the planes going by. But usually I'll take a short walk on the beach, maybe about like a half mile to a mile. And then a lot of times I'll just chug a bottle of water in the morning, sprint back, 4 sets of 30-second sprints on the beach. I don't do a lot of long distance running anymore, or like a lot of cardio, stuff like that. I did a lot of that when I was younger. I'm usually doing like exercises for strength, playing sports, sprinting, more like action exercises. I love to ski and stuff like that. And another big thing about this routine, obviously it seems simple, like, oh, use mouth tape at night, use the blue light blocking glasses, take magnesium, like go to bed at the same time every night, sleep like 8 to 12 hours, like all these things. Although it is pretty simple, it's hard to stay consistent with for a very long time. And that's where a lot of people fail. There's next to no one in the world that is as consistent as me. Especially right now, it's only the top level people in the world, the top athletes, the top entrepreneurs, stuff like that. And I kind of say this in the video here to remind myself, but consistency compounds. Like, it doesn't seem like much, like the first day or the first week or the first month, but over years and years, if you are able to stay consistent and just get a little bit better, it does compound into something huge. And that's what I want you to look at in my routine about the little things, is like, what are the little things that I'm doing each and every day that compounds consistently? Taking those walks on the beach, getting the sun. It's easy to do for a day or a week, but can you do that for 2 years straight? So like I said, the lighting's absolutely cooked out here, but I'll take a short walk and then I'll usually either sprint back, drink some water. I don't do that every day. It just depends on what day it is, what workouts I'm doing, things like that. But usually 4 times a week for the sprints, and then I try to do daily for the walks. Walks are super good in general. No music, no phone, no nothing, just like me and my thoughts. And then after that, obviously it's probably kind of noisy here, but I'll usually get in the ocean. It's winter here in Florida right now, so it's kind of like a cold plunge in the ocean, but the ocean's super good for you. I believe it has a lot of healing properties, and it's just honestly calming and kind of de-stresses me. So here's the ocean right here. You can see it's probably pretty blue water. There's probably even some fish in there. Not living on a crazy mansion on the beach yet, but it is what you work hard for. Like, it is a lot nicer living here on the beach with blue water than it is to maybe like live in the cold right now in Minnesota. Usually after I take a walk, maybe hit some sprints, drink some water, hop in the ocean, usually take a shower, eat some food, check in on all the team members and things like that, anything that I have to catch up on in the morning, and then hit the gym. So let's get after that. Despite it looking like a mess in here, we do have the cleaners come. I totally believe in that. Once you're hitting about 20K a month profit or so, you should absolutely get your food meal prepped, get a chef, like order the food, go out and grab food each time, something like this. Same thing with the cleaners, like cleaning, cooking food, like that should be outsourced. If you're really trying to build yourself as a high level as an entrepreneur, that's what I've done. So as you can see, I just work right here at this table, super simple setup, memory cards, computer, and then there's a tripod. And then over here, it's a bit of a mess as well because heading to Los Angeles today. So packing up all the camera equipment here, a light, and those are some new bags I ordered I'm gonna try out. Basically those Pelican cases and backpacks there. Even got a whiteboard with all the tasks on it here. But yeah, like I said, I'm heading to Los Angeles earlier. Needed to go on a work trip, filming some YouTube videos out there. Before that, gonna grab some food, hit the gym, and show you the rest of a normal day in the life. All right, I just finished taking a shower. Feeling a little bit better now. Was outside in the sun, hot. But let me show you what the meal preps are looking like these days. So the fridge is probably a bit of a mess, but I have the raw milk here. And then all I do is it's ground beef and pasta. And then there's steak and bowls back there. And then I'll do like tacos for breakfast. So it's all meal prep. This part of the middle of the fridge is all that I usually eat. Just drink milk and water, and this is raw milk. And then do ground beef and pasta bowls, and then steak, carrots, onions, apples, stuff in there. And then these steak tacos as well. So I've just been checking in with some of the team members this morning. I believe there's about 10 to 15 team members across the different companies right now. So just checking in with YouTube editors, people helping with automations, tech things, sales directors, salespeople. We have a great sales agency that we work with the info product company. So just checking in with all those people, responding to all the messages from the night before. And I'm gonna eat these steak tacos real quick, drink some raw milk. And I just checked in for the flight to Los Angeles, so packing everything for that, and then probably hit the gym and go to the airport. All right, boom, first meal of the day here, glass of raw milk, and then these steak tacos, got raw cheese, cilantro, and eggs from the farm. I'm trying to see if there's gonna be enough time to make it to the gym before the flight. I'm packing everything up right now and catching up with the team and stuff like that. Currently 12:55 in the afternoon. Okay, this flight's taking off around 5:30 p.m. So gonna have to leave here around 4:15 to make it to that flight. So about 3 hours until then. All right, I finished eating meal number 1. Feeling a little bit better now. Got another meal going here. Doing pasta and ground beef. Like I said, all the meals, I try to meal prep them all. If not, I'll usually go to a restaurant or someplace quick. There's like a good place around here that does grass-fed burgers, or there's like a good Greek spot. So just high protein, high calorie, and good prices is usually what I go for, and then back to work. I'm getting everything packed to leave. I'm trying out this new hard case, and then here's a bunch of camera equipment. Then here's some clothes, some books, and obviously the stuff. Nothing super exciting. I don't think I'm going to be able to hit the gym before the airport. I'm probably going to have to hit it in the hotel tonight and while I'm over there. But yeah, just getting everything packed, going to head to the airport. And yeah, this is what it looks like. It's not too glamorous. It's basically just eat, sleep, work all day, hit the gym, and then do it all over again. Pretty soon here, there'll be some cooler videos like traveling and vlogs and stuff. We'll probably film a cool vlog in Dallas, but this is a realistic day in the life. So I just arrived at LAX. I believe that's probably the plane over there. I was thinking about grabbing some food, but I'm probably just gonna order some food to the hotel or have a friend pick me up or something like that. It's currently 9 p.m. at night. The flight was about 6 hours from Fort Lauderdale. And yeah, Again, nothing too crazy today. Packed up all the stuff, getting ready to shoot all this weekend, and then going to the hotel, gonna finish some YouTube scripts. I was just responding to the team members on the flight the whole way here, getting some work done. So yeah, I'm gonna go get an Uber and head to Simi Valley. Also, something interesting about the LAX airport, it's super busy. There's always a ton of people here, a ton of cars. And the Ubers, they don't let you pick up from just anywhere. You have to go to a pickup spot unless you order an Uber Black. My friend had told me about that, and I looked at the prices. It's like $100 versus $280 for an Uber Black. So I think it's worth taking a 20-minute walk here for $180, but maybe one day I'll be at the Uber Black level, $280 Uber Black to the next spot. But yeah, you just walk through the hallways up here. And then I'm usually flying United, so I'm usually a lot closer to the pickup spot, but now I have to walk like 30 minutes. All good. All right, just got to the hotel room here in Simi Valley, California. I have a little bit more energy now. It was a 6-hour flight yesterday. Then I walked like a mile to the Uber spot from the airport, and I actually had to walk and then take a bus and then walk some more. So the Uber Black, it was like $180 more. I still don't think it's worth $180 to walk like maybe a mile and take a short bus ride and stuff like that. But yeah, here's the hotel. Simple Marriott hotel here in Simi Valley. Pretty nice. Got Kava at the airport yesterday. Packed all the equipment. There's California. Pretty nice with the mountains and everything. And then I got food right there this morning. So yeah, I didn't film last night because I basically got to the hotel, checked in, ate some food, and then went to bed. But now I'm ready to go for today. Gonna film all this weekend. Then it's to Chicago and Dallas. Gonna film another vlog in Dallas with some friends. They're doing pretty well out there, so it should be a cool video. Day in the life of current 6-figure entrepreneur. Should be 7 figures here pretty soon, but just grind it out and just working on it. And there's really not much to it. Like, I'm gonna work all this weekend, work all this week, basically be on my laptop, and it's not that flashy, but the biggest thing for me is having the money to have the freedom. For example, I just spent like a good amount on breakfast this morning, and not a lot of people can do that. And it's just those little things that really make the difference over, so you can just have a better life overall. I'll see you guys in the next one.